He's a high school dropout whose family had $25 when they came to the United States. He's worth more than $100 million now.
Panorama view of the entire bay. And this is kind of like the Art Deco feel. Bam, there it is. Bam, bam. Boom, you got a great mirror. I've had all the different luxuries that you want.
Internet business entrepreneur Gurbaksh Chahal is living large. He built his first company when he was 16. He sold it 2 years later for $40 million. I just heard a gasp in the studio. I love it. He's now one of the youngest self-made millionaires in history, and he's with us in studio this morning. And that's your Lamborghini, huh?
Bentley.
It's a Bentley?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You did buy a Lamborghini
yeah,
at one point.
Yeah, that was when I was 16.
And you buy Lexuses for your parents?
Yeah. That's when I first got my taste of success. I took care of them, and then fooled around with myself, and got the Lamborghini.
You've been on Oprah.
Yeah. That was one great experience, and hope I get to go on it again.
This is your book. It's called The Dream. Tell me why you decided upon that title.
Well, I think my entire life has been like a dream come true, and it's all about defying the odds, figuring out what you really want to do in life, sticking to it, staying focused, staying disciplined, and if I'm able to go ahead and wrap that around with all the mistakes I made and the journey that transpired to make it there, and let people know that if a guy that dropped out of high school can achieve success like this, then whatever is in your passion can come true.
But you dropped out of high school because you knew you could do better if you weren't in high school. I mean, you knew very early on.
As a 16-year-old, I got a little taste of success, but there was no guarantee of success.
Were you cocky back then?
No.
You knew what you were doing?
I didn't know what I was doing, and I think that was probably the biggest part of me that kept me going, because I didn't have the smell of failure. I didn't have the smell of, oh my God, am I going to completely fail and disappoint my parents, because I was kind of making it happen as it came along.
And I love the, the subtitle of your book. It says The Dream, but it says how I learned the risks and rewards of entrepreneurship and made millions. You said your biggest mistake early on was that you didn't understand balance. I mean, you worked night and day. I mean, that's all you did. Yeah.
And when you are that focused on wanting to make your dream come true, you have to put it in all. There isn't no, half 50 percentile of way of getting it done. I mean,
is it the success? Is it the lovely cars? Is it that amazing apartment? I mean, what drove you at that early age? I mean, what were you looking at? Was it money? Was it stature? Was it respect from your peers?
I think most importantly was I wanted to make my parents happy. I wanted to help out my family, and for me it was. If I could achieve that and then support and help my family, because we were going through a tough time, that was probably the biggest motivation in my eyes. And I'm glad that, I was able to do it once, I was able to do it twice, and hopefully I'll be able to do it several times in my life.
So I mean, of the many things in this book, of the lessons learned in your short life, what's number one? I mean, speaking to young people who may be watching and entrepreneurs in the making, what's the biggest lesson to impart on them?
I think the biggest advantage I had was when I was 16, I got a taste of what I wanted to do, and then I stayed to it, and I realized I love doing this. Yeah. I love business. I love being an entrepreneur, and I think that a lot of the times most people go out most of their early years of life saying, okay, I'll put off what I want to do, and then they realize they're in college, and then they realize they're, getting a master's, and then they get their degree, but they still don't know what they want to do.
Yeah.
Right? But if you can figure out what you want to do early on in life and are passionate about it, most importantly, then, you're already working toward, 50% of the job is already there, and you're already working toward making it happen.
It's great to talk to you.
Well, thank you.
You're quite inspirational. It's really good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And for a link to more of his book, which is called The Dream, you can log on to canadaam.ctv.ca. It's an amazing